Good morning, dear colleagues, friends, and partners. It's a great pleasure for me to welcome you to Minsk at our 9th International Telematics Conference. You're definitely our strongest and the most active partners, I believe. You had enough energy to wake up so early today to come to our third working day of the conference. We are those who create the future. We are determining the way the IoT and telematics market are developing. We are starting trends and we are creating brands together. My special gratitude goes to those of you who came to Minsk on Tuesday or even earlier to visit Gurtam headquarters, to take part in our training sessions and step by our departments as a part of the Quest game in our office. As you might have noticed, the variety of training sessions has increased threefold. Last year we had just some technical ones. This year we are sharing our marketing, our sales, our event organization, even our development practices with you. We are sharing everything we can share. Yesterday there was a discussion on Gurtam products, and I believe you have noticed the changes in our approach to software development. Over the past year, we have revised the structure of our R&D departments, and now we have separate teams who are responsible for the full working cycle for each product, starting with analyzing the user's needs and finishing with designing, coding, and testing applications, be it local hosting, web apps, or mobile application of ours. Historically, at the beginning, Wialon was just an innovative website allowing you to locate vehicles on the map and get some analytics. It was long ago. Yeah, now Wialon has turned into an entire ecosystem, having its own web interfaces, SDK, and a set of mobile apps as well. Moreover, there are myriads of third-party developments, applications, integrations, modules that are created by our partners all over the globe. So that is why, and even I cannot count the exact number of these developments made by the community. So that is why when someone asks me to show Wialon, it sounds for me as if I'm asked kind of like, Alexander, can you show me mathematics? You know, it's not that difficult to show my ancient maps collection. That's I can do in the office. But how can one show mathematics with all its variations, especially in a limited time frame? A few months ago at CeBIT trade show in Germany, I talked to a guy from Belgium. He's been a Masternode distributor for about 10 years. And I talked to him for like 20 minutes, and you know this situation, when a person runs his business successfully and he doesn't pay any extra attention to what's happening on the market, what are the new opportunities, what are the new solutions that are available there. So I talked to him for like 20 minutes, but I still could not shake the feeling that he's kind of uncertain. If I'm telling him the truth, he could not believe that we have a software that can work with multiple types of hardware, allowing you to monitor anything from stationary units to personal vehicles or reefers. He looked at Wialon and he never believed in Wialon. And at that moment, he just could not accept that there were people, and even worse, the people from Belarus. Yeah, where the hell is Belarus, he thought. Probably the same idea you had long ago before coming here. So the people from Belarus have created that software that is all over the world, that has more than 1 million connected units globally. He just could not accept that fact. It seemed unrealistic for him. He could not believe that we don't just have a software like this, but we also have that great community that we see here, hundreds of partners who help each other to solve business situations, come up with business solutions, help one each other. And that was exactly the moment when community helped me. You know, whenever you need something, the universe somehow turns and helping you. Good morning. So, exactly at the right moment appeared our partners from France appeared exactly at our trade show, exactly when I was talking to this guy from Belgium. So, at that moment, yeah, you should have seen the happiness that Belgium radiated, being able to talk French with those who also made the decision to start working with Wialon, to switch from another platform to Wialon. And yeah, thanks a lot, Xavier, thank you, friends, for helping me out in that situation. I believe I still owe you a drink for that. So, you know, after some discussion, they were able to convince him that the Wialon community, that the verticals we address, and the functionality of the system we have, all that is real, and that is worth of his attention and trust. He discovered Wialon that day. You know, and not just Wialon, he discovered something new, something beautiful, and I believe he'll start studying it. For some people, it takes a year to get to know Wialon. Others make it in 3 years. There are even those who are just, you know, repeaters, who are afraid to learn something more than basic arithmetic, just using the basic functionality. But all that cases are okay for me. It's more important that you start that Wialon journey, and one day you'll have all the tools with you. You know, here you can compare Wialon with a Swiss Army knife. First, you just keep it in your pocket for a while, then you open it and just use it to cut something. Later, you examine it, you check one tool after another, you find application for some of those, others just makes you wonder why the hell one would need a nail file in a Swiss Army. But with Wialon, you may be 100% sure that it is with you and it will not fail you in any case. And for sure, you're not alone with Wialon. 1.6 million connections we have globally. 600,000 of those are located in Russia. That is our biggest market by far. But this summer, we had 2 more countries who have reached 100,000 connected units milestone. That's Ukraine and Mexico. And I do believe that we have Ukrainians and Mexicans here, so my congratulations on that. And the rest, 900,000, are more or less evenly distributed throughout the globe. And I do believe that neither the change of political regime nor the earthquake or the ban on using GPS in any of them is able to affect the sustainability and soundness of Gurtam. Now we have 18 countries in the world where number of units exceeds 10,000. You can see the list here on the slide, and the chart down there shows the growth over the time, and the leap you see that we've made during the last 2 years. Also, we have 83 countries where Wialon has 1,000 or more connected units. You can see them on the site as well. Yeah, I'll read them. You see it's Saudi Arabia, United States, Belarus, Uzbekistan, Azerbaijan, India, Jordan. Guys, are you serious? I mean, you would prefer me not to read that list of countries. Is it a decent reason for you to wake up so early in the morning to listen to the list of countries you see on the slide? I would propose a deal here. So we'll have a lot of talks here on this stage, and I would ask you, if someone starts reading some boring stuff, like a list of 83 countries, you should all help that person to come out of that situation and move forward. So for that, we should practice a kind of boo noise together. So that person would know, okay, click on next slide. So let's practice. 1, 2, 3. Boo. Okay, no problem. I move forward. So now there are 129 countries in the world where we have more than 100 vehicles connected. Just for, I wouldn't read that now, yeah. We've got the lesson. So 129 countries. Just for you to compare, neither McDonald's nor KFC or Burger King has more than 120 countries with their restaurants running. And we have more than that. And if we add the countries, And if we add the countries where we have just a dozen or more vehicles, we'll have even more. So today there are 158 countries where we have people who are using Wialon on a daily basis. But as I said a year ago, it's not actually fair to compare all the countries just by the absolute number of vehicles connected. After all, as you see here, not all the countries are the same. So now I analyze our presence in different regions based on the real capabilities of each region. So, and the indicators we use to assess each country's potential market volume are GDP, population, number of registered vehicles, and the road network size. And last year, Kazakhstan had the first place. Since then, indicators as GDP hasn't changed much. But what has increased everywhere? What has increased everywhere, guys? Number of using population as well. Yeah, we are doing that. That's for sure. But it's also the number of units in Wialon. That's what increased everywhere. So now Georgia has the first place here, and Georgia became the world leader in Wialon implementation. That's a list of the countries, and a big surprise for me was Jamaica, that broke into the top 3 out of nowhere. Just imagine. Within 1 year, almost 10,000 cars got connected to Wialon in a country with less than 3 million population, a country which is 20 times smaller than Belarus by size. Yeah? Considering this, if you ever go to Jamaica, be sure that we control every taxi, every public bus, every concrete mixer there. And it's another vivid example of how a company that is one of the market leaders there, it runs its business successfully, but somehow the company comes to a decision to switch to Wialon, and we support that decision in every possible way. To sum that up, I must say that currently we have more than 600 companies that of ours, including those companies, including those who are here today, who provide vehicle tracking services on our international markets, those excluding Soviet Union, post-Soviet Union countries. And this is how those units are distributed across the continents. Number 1 for us is still Russia and neighboring countries, where we have 1 million units. The second place is Latin America, where we have 170,000 units. Then it goes Europe, 120,000. Then Middle East, 100,000, and Asia, 80,000, and Africa and Northern America, just 70,000. And all of our international partners are competing to get to our top 50 rating, which we update monthly, and which became one of the most discussed topics in the partner community. This is the rating we had a year ago. At that time, in top 50, there were just 25 companies from our traditional post-Soviet market, and 25 companies from our international non-ex-Soviet community. This year, the situation has changed, and now there are just 23 companies from post-Soviet countries and 27 companies from our foreign markets. So my congratulations on that. You're doing a great job here. That's the rating of the last year, and tonight, during our gala party, we're gonna disclose the winners of this year's rating and have the celebration on that. And moreover, we've decided to revive our gold, silver, and bronze partner statuses. So today, the gold partner statuses would receive the companies who made into the top 10 of our global rating. And the silver awards would go to those who are placed from 11th, I believe, to 25th position. And bronze partner statuses would go to places 26 to 50. We will have these statuses and these awards just once per year. Unfortunately, not all the companies who made it to the top 50 were able to come to this conference this year, but I believe around a dozen of those lucky ones are here today. So they're somewhere around you. And tonight we'll drink champagne in honor of those who made it to the top 50 and say sorry for those who was there and who's not here anymore. Yeah, and all this growth of yours is what helps us in our difficult journey to reach 2 million units connected milestone, yeah? And to help in our battle to become the #1 global leader in telematics business worldwide. Last summer, when we met during our previous conference, we had just 1.2 million units connected. And at that time, I voiced the goal not from this very stage, but we had it in our office. So I said that we want to reach 2 million units by the end of 2018. Tonight, right now we have, how many units we have? Anyone knows? 167 something. So we are close to 1.7 million right now. That means that during the last 12 months, we've added something like 500,000 new vehicles to Wialon. That sounds like a great result for any other company on the market, but Gurtam. I would say that I expected that number to be higher, even higher than that, yeah. Because what? We invest significant resources in software development, in support, in marketing, in our consulting for our partners. Some of you have seen the mega booth we've had at the Moscow Trade Show. Pretty same we're gonna have in Los Angeles and Dubai later this year. We do a lot to breathe life into this market. We create the environment not just for our growth, but for the growth of our partners as well. We help installers to find service providers. We help integrators to find developers. We assist hardware manufacturers to find all of us. And together, we are building the future the way we see it. Even though my goal of connecting 2 million units by the end of this year seems today a bit less realistic than it was a year ago, still we don't give up. We still have a lot of time. The World Cup has finished and Latin Americans are finally working again, right? Next week, I'm gonna travel to Latin America to check that myself and take part in a big trade show there in Argentina. Right from there, we travel to Los Angeles, where we're gonna have a mega booth at Mobile World Congress, and 10 other companies will join our booth there to exhibit at the biggest exhibition in America. Right from there, in October, we are having GITEX, where another 10 companies will join Gurtam to exhibit together at the biggest trade show in the Middle East. As you see here, at Gurtam, we are just speeding up. We promise you to keep developing not only the top quality software, but also bring the most favorable business conditions to each of you so that your companies can develop and thrive. And for me, it's not these 2 million that matters most. It's rather your acknowledgements, your words of gratitude and appreciation that I got to hear during this conference. That's really important for me. And that is my ultimate goal, to witness your business being sound, effective, and prosperous. Over 200 people are working for you at Gurtam right now to provide you with the software that you use to win various projects, starting from our niche solutions to the SDK and FLASP solutions and our conventional API we provide. We are on the edge of introducing the new platform, Space, that you seen yesterday. That one is designed to unite the various solutions created by Gurtam and by third-party developers into one ecosystem. We have launched data center in Russia, and we are about to launch one in United States. It's a matter of weeks now, I believe. We do many things, and we will keep doing them for the benefit of each service provider, each integrator that works with Gurtam. And especially to help those, our partners, our closest partners and friends, who came here today, who came to Belarus, the Wialon homeland. And our conference is a real hurricane of that telematic power. There is no better place for you to discover new ideas, having new opportunities, and creating long-lasting relationships. You know, standing here on this stage, I fell for telematics power that comes from you, and now I can easily predict the future. I'm looking here and I see that there is a company here who will reach 100,000 vehicles, who will have 100,000 vehicles connected within the next couple of years. Any volunteers for that, to reach 100,000? Oh yeah, I'm sure you'll make it. I also see that there are those who will start developing their own Wialon, or who would try to go for cheaper solutions that one can easily find on the market today. You can give it a try as well. It's a free world, you know, and there are lots of opportunities. But I also see that there are those who have given up on cheap copycats platforms and became even stronger, knowing that the opportunities offered by Gurtam are the best option to run business in telematics and IoT industry. And the future of these markets, the future of telematics, the future of IoT, as well as the role of each person sitting here in this very audience, depends on no one else but us. No one else but you, and for sure depends on you, lady. Yeah, and together we will build this future into our future. We are on the edge of great achievements, so let's move together. Thank you.